Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $, usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $, usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Push the weight and no flex. Flex alive is more than the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed this morning. Yeah, you see? Time to bleed. It's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Come on in, smash your like button. And like and share the video. We don't leave it up to Pillow Bite and Miguel to share anything for us. We do it ourselves. We are our own algorithm. Yo. Shout out to the monkeys.
Monkey!
The apes, the gorillas. Shout out to all y'all. Cause y'all know me. I got questions this morning. I got questions. Let's do this roll call real quick. G. McCall, Jeff Sparks, my brother, salute. Rod Neal, HMC, Jalen Hudson, Steve Elder, Matt, yes sir. Dill Spoolie, Razor, Mr. Tiptoe, Mr. Shelton, Mind of Monster, Musa, what's good? Coach Hudson in the building. Oh yeah, brother, you already know. Oh yeah, you already know. Rick Blackwell, Stephen X, Dragon Fang, Shaba, salute Queen, Shaw Livingston, Shogun, Chilltown Majors, come on in, smash the like button, share the video. And I said I have questions. Xavier, what up? Vince, what up? My first question is, when is Tank rematching Roach? I mean, they've been trash talking on online, I see, but did I miss it? Is there a date, the venue? Something happened? Did I miss it? Put the date in the venue in the A-Rod, it's in Houston. Toyota Center. You going there again? What we doing? Somebody? Anybody? So, something happened? Where's the big monkey fighting? Yeah. I don't know. Young lady came in the chat yesterday and asked, what the date. I don't know. I told maybe she'll show up today. I don't know. I'm being dead serious. What's the date? And it's the venue. Maybe I want to buy ringside tickets. How much? What's going on? Yeah. Oh, word? Steve L, they told my Cardi B's BBL stinking? Yeah. Smells just like her attitude. Yeah, I'll drag her in a minute. Right. Javier says Lamont claimed that Tank hasn't even signed a contract. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, Shower, 816, no one knows. Our brother Blue said that they're going to announce it after, I think this week, after the event this week. The fight that Shakur's he better win against Zepeda. Yo, listen, man, I'm telling you, all these guys posturing and doing all this stuff, they got fights lined up. They better win. Shakur better smoke Zepeda. That's all I'm saying. Shakur's, you better smoke Zepeda. You better smoke him. You better smoke him. That's all I'm saying. '88 Sports Talk, salute. So when's the fight? So there was no announcement. All right, okay. There'll be an announcement. I'm still, optimistic. Like the sounds of blackness. Ravens Nation, salute. Let me ask y'all a question. Is this a fight that Tank Davis can afford to get another draw or lose in? Can he afford that at this point? Hey, Tank fans, pull up and have a seat for a minute. Let me talk to you guys. Let me talk to you guys for a minute. It's time for you to find another fighter to glaze, or just find another sport to watch. Okay? I'm telling y'all that ahead of time. Now, this is boxing. Tank could go in there and knock Lamont Roach out in one round. I gave him 5 to 6 rounds to do it in the first fight, and I was mistaken. And for that, Lamont Roach, I apologize. It wasn't until around round 3 or 4, I was like, wait a minute. Why is this happening? And then it dawned on me. No weight restriction. There was drug testing. When I do that, I do that for a reason. We knew where it was coming from. Vada. We knew that time. I didn't know about the other times. And I couldn't figure out how Lamont Roach was standing in front of him and trading with him, and nothing was happening. I'm like, whoa. There was no hydration restrictions, and Lamont. Wait, hold on. Time out for 1 second. Wait. Somebody pull up Tank's box rec. And this is important. What's the last black American fighter he fought? It just escapes me right now. The last black fighter he knocked sideways. The last black one. Now, I know there's going to be people saying, oh, there you go with the racial stuff. But understand, Top Rank has a no black fighter rule in their office for a reason. Shout out to Cameron Duncan, because he revealed it. Now, why? Okay, Frank Martin, thank you. But I did mention no weight restrictions. Frank Martin was seriously drained going into that fight. I know that because Elijah Pierce is the one I called. He was in Frank Martin's camp. And when he looked at Frank Martin and he said, you look drained, I made the call. I called Elijah Pierce. I said, yo, Frank, all right? He said, he should be all right tomorrow. I said, is he okay? He said, he should be all right tomorrow, meaning he was drained. Now, had Tank not said that, I wouldn't have something to talk about. So he went into the Frank Martin fight with what? An advantage. Did he not drain Ryan Garcia? Did he not accuse him of being on drugs? Okay. So the last black fighter he knocked sideways was Frank Martin. Yeah, I'm going to be a douche. I'm not going to count that. It happened, but I'm not going to count that because he was at a weight disadvantage. So Frank Martin's allowed to be at a weight disadvantage. But Tank Davis doesn't give up any advantages, and that's okay. When Coach Kyle was asked about Devin Haney, he said, at what weight, though? You remember that? He told Marco that. Y'all remember that? At what weight, though? I said, whoa, what is he doing? What's he talking about? At what weight, though? What? Shouldn't matter. Didn't they tell us Tank beats up like heavyweights? Were they ODing or what did he say? He beats up cruiserweight, all this stuff we hear all the time. I'm like, yo, whoa. Who the GOAT? Salute. I'm like, whoa, what's happening here? What's going on? What you mean? What's happening? Didn't you knock Mario Barrios out? He knocked Mario Barrios into a somersault, y'all. Get out of here, man. That was at 140. So he's allowed to go up to 140. Now listen to this, y'all. He's allowed to go up to 140, knock Mario Barrios into a somersault, win the fight, and says, you know what? Still too big. I'm going to go back down to 135. And that's okay. But Devin Haney goes to 140, beats Regis. In the midst of that, he says, yeah, I could dilly-dally back at 135. But felt so good at 140, he changed his mind, and y'all tried to hang him to the cross next to Jesus, didn't you? Devin Haney's not allowed to change his mind. Shakur's is allowed to say, hey, I sized with Conor Ben. I could fight him at 154. Conor Ben pursues the fight, and I'm standing in front of this kid, and right in front of me, he says, oh, nah, I got a little too big for my britches now. I fight him at 47, not 54. And y'all are okay with that. You okay with Shakur's? You're okay with Tank changing his mind. Devin said, nah, F that. I changed my mind about 135. And y'all made at least $2,000 dragging his name, saying he's a liar and all this other stuff, right? No, he just changed his mind. I heard Devin. I heard Shakur. I heard Tank. This dude fought Frank Martin at a weight disadvantage, man. I'm not giving that kid no credit. And if you're a Tank fan, he's not giving you anything. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't care who's in the ring as long as he knock him out, which is why you was cool with the potential Jake Paul fight, which could still possibly happen if he gets past Lamont Roach. Ain't that something? Boom. Ain't that something? So Devin Haney and Elijah Pierce and Brian Norman, they all beat Tank's ass in sparring. They beat his ass. Oh, Drew, it's only sparring. Well, y'all live and die for sparring. Remember when y'all thought, y'all Johnny come latelys, remember when y'all thought that I don't know, that Tank beat Devin up in sparring and it was on video? And Floyd Mayweather, the sleazy bastard that he is, put out an edited form of that sparring footage. Remember when y'all ran with that for about a month? Remember that? You remember that? Y'all remember that. But we knew about that story like years prior. Bill said, yeah, we sparred. There was money on it. Adrian Broner in a drunken, coke-filled taco at 3 a.m. rage jumped in the ring and tried to end it early. They said, get your fat ass out the ring. There's money on the line. What are you doing? And Devin proceeded to beat Tank's ass. He beat his ass. You know how we know? There was $5,000 on the line, and Bill won the bet. Bill won the bet. We knew about that. So I didn't understand. I said, did another sparring happen? And they released some video. People was like, nah, they talking about the same sparring. I said, well, Bill won. What are y'all doing? And you see, you Tank fans, you know, you just as retarded as him. You just as retarded as him. Y'all didn't know that Bill won the bet. So what did they just say? Hey man, yeah, okay, just take the 5,000. Don't go like that. I don't know, Xavier. I don't know. If that happened, let me know. That's something to talk about. So, yeah, Devin beat his ass in those doghouse rules, meaning you fight until someone quit. So Devin beat Tank's ass. He hops out the ring. Haney's win the bet. Y'all should have known something was weird. Ellie Setback was in the gym that day. Reporting, he was there. And he hates Devin and Bill. He hates them. He can't stand them. And when he was asked, hey man, you were there, release the footage. Do y'all remember what his response was? I'm not going to release the footage due to my loyalty to Tank Davis. Reporting. That's what he said. That's what he said. Amina, salute, Queen. Akando, my brother, salute. If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. Abdullah, what up? That's what he said. I'm not going to release the footage because of my loyalty to Tank. That's what he said. I said, man, there's your answer right there, bro. There's your answer right there. He lost. It happens. There's a lot of sparring stories. You know how many times Mike Tyson got beat up in sparring? Ask Oliver McCall. And Oliver McCall was also a pro at the same time. Why they never fought in a pro setting? Y'all laugh because he had that nervous breakdown in the ring with Lennox, but prior to that, he knocked Lennox out. But in between that, Mike didn't fight no Oliver McCall because he knew how to fight him. I did a show. Perfect Black, salute. Mac of the South, salute. I did a show a long time ago. Y'all got to go to my channel and look for it. It said, your favorite fighter got beat up in sparring. I did a show called Your Favorite Fighter Got Beat Up in Sparring. I don't remember the exact title, but if you search my channel, just put up sparring in the title. It should pop up. Paul Spadafora beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather Jr. in sparring. It's actually on YouTube. Floyd was on the floor, breathing heavy. Paulie Spadafora beat the shit out of him. It's on YouTube. He beat him. Well, you don't see I don't think you see much of the sparring footage, but you see Paulie walking around the ring and Floyd's on the floor with his hands in the air. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it happens, man. That's where the mistakes are supposed to be corrected. In the gym, y'all. Y'all do know that, right? You're supposed to get beat around in sparring. Do y'all know what the sparring was with Evander Holyfield getting ready for Mike Tyson? Imagine fighting a couple of rounds with one fighter and you fighting a couple of rounds with another fighter every 2 or 3 rounds, and then the bell rings and your trainer throws David Tua at you, a prime David Tua. I mean, come on, bro. What are you trying to do? Yeah, we're trying to get you ready for Mike Tyson, bro. And one of those sparring partners in that gauntlet is David Tua, bro. Evander better not lose to Mike Tyson after all of that. One of those sparring partners was David Tua. You're supposed to get corrected in the gym. That's why when you see these fighters with slurred speech and everything, that's not happening under the lights when we see it. We're like, man, why are you talking all crazy? Half his career, he barely got touched. Nope, that was in the gym. That happened in the gym. I told y'all, I don't like how Tank talks now. Some of it is because of the lack of his education. And a lot of it is because he's been getting swatted around the goddamn gym. Those brain cells missing got Devin and Brian Norman and Elijah Pierce written all over it. Y'all don't like that, do you, right? Watch this. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Elijah served Tank. So much to the point where he's so sensitive about it, when he gave him a credit on Instagram, his punk ass went over took his ass over to Elijah's page and started talking shit to him. And he'll say, man, yo, all right, if it's like that, F it. We can get it popping now. Now, the average casual Tank fan that loves hair, tattoos, and gold teeth, they don't know who Elijah Pierce is, but Tank does. Tank ain't fighting him. Well, I'm not going to give him an opportunity. Okay. Hector Garcia gave him an opportunity. Nobody's checking for no Hector Garcia right now. Gave him that opportunity, though. I mean, right out the Floyd Mayweather book. Instead of fighting Keith Thurman on the way out, you chose the bank in Conor McGregor, and that fight counted. Nobody thought you was going to lose that fight. Hulk, what up? Nobody thought you was going to lose that fight. But you chose the bank. I don't look for Floyd to do anything to help his brothers out. I mean, if you want to help your brothers out, you'd have made sure AB didn't get cheated by Maidana with the gloves. Feel me? If you want to help a brother out, no. So Lamont Roach was the first fighter that Tank fought. I want to say, I'm just going to throw a number out. In the last maybe 5 years, that he didn't have an unfair advantage over. Weight, possible drugs. I'm going to throw that out there. And the only reason why I'm going to throw that out there, because number one, I don't like Tank. So if you're new to this channel, yeah, I don't like him. I'm a hater, yes. But I can justify why I don't like this kid. The real OG, Mr. Mons, salute. So we could do that. When he was asked, who's doing your drug testing before the Frank Martin fight, y'all remember his response? Not USADA. Pass me the banana. Baltimore. He didn't know. He didn't know. That doesn't look good, man. Dummy. You don't know who's doing the drug testing, but we knew before the Lamont Roach fight. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying he was on something. I will say this, though. It doesn't look good when you don't know. How many of y'all been driving and out of nowhere you get pulled over by the police? Now, you don't have nothing to worry about. And then right when you pull over, you wind all your windows down, you take the key out the ignition, you put it on the hood of the car, you tap your pockets, you're like, yo, I left my wallet in the crib. Oh shit. You was legitimately going up the road and coming back. Now, if you'd have got to the store, you'd be like, damn it, I left my wallet home. That's happened to me a bunch of times. Got all the way to the store. I'm like, yo, I left my wallet. Damn. How many times I've been driving, got pulled over by a cop, and that happened? Now you got to start tap dancing. Happened to me one time. I'm like, oh, shit. He got to the front. Well, you know what I'm going to ask? I say, yeah, I got my registration, but I don't have my license on me. He just stared at me. I said, yo, listen, this is going to sound so cliche. I live up the street and around the corner. I left it in the crib. But you know what saved me? I know my driver's license number. I said, I can give it to you. I can give you the number. You can just run it and check it. He said, all right. He said, now, if there's one thing on there, I'm going to do my job. I said, go ahead. He went there, ran the numbers, came back. He said, yeah, okay, you're good. You're good. He said, I wouldn't recommend you continue. Might want to go home and go get it. I said, all right. Made the U-turn, went back home, got it. That's just a little nugget for y'all. Always remember the numbers on your license. In the event you make a mistake, you get pulled over, just say, look, I left the copy home, but here's my number. You can run it. This is my name and blah, 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 blah. That's not 100%. It might not work depending on what state you live in, but whatever. Listen. Oh, man. I'm like, man, ish like that only happened to me. But it don't. But I need you, Siri, I salute. Listen, man. I need you to understand something, man. This was the first time we actually knew what was going on inside and outside of the ring with Tank. We knew what the drug testing was. We were all angry when he pulled up somebody from 130. Well, let me park here for a minute. Nobody was checking for no goddamn Lamont Roach. We were checking for Devin Haney or Shakur. Somebody. Damon, what up? We checking for somebody. He said, my next opponent is Lamont Roach. We were like, come on, man. Who is that guy? Now, I knew who he was. But I said, didn't he mix it up with Jamel Herring? And, you know, I was like, come on, bro. Him? And what did his fans do? Y'all remember what his fans said? Oh, he's giving his man a payday. Sure. Give the guy from 130 a payday. That's his man's and them. I'm like, all right, man. All right, bro. Y'all want to go with that? Meanwhile, Boxing Eagles' love letter completely contradicts everything that you're saying and y'all making up. And niggas ran with that. All these channels ran with that. Oh, he's looking out for his boy. Wait a minute. Didn't Boxing Eagle say in his love letter why he loves Tank Davis? Oh, let me count the ways. 1,000, 2 1,000. Oh my God. Yo, it was just so, it was so like, like that. It was bad. Because he said in that love letter, Tank's not trying to be, and this is why he loves Tank, not trying to be friends with anyone in or around his weight class. That means 126, 130, 135, 140, 147. Growing with soul, salute. Main biker, salute. That's what he said. Thank you, Tay-Tay. Go subscribe to the Patreon. That's what he said. Ego said that. He put it in writing. I said, who wrote this? A woman? When I read it, I said, yo, what chick wrote that? I said, a chick. Yo, What chick wrote this? Then dude told me, no, that's ego. I said, what? You're lying. What? It was him. It was him. Oh, okay. Wow. I'm writing you a 4-page letter. And I was silly with a kiss. Aaliyah. He had that shit on loop when he wrote that. Not trying to be friends with anyone in or around his weight class. That's from 126 to 147. And the reason why I put 126 there is for two reasons. And then the Ellaby said he's really a 126 pounder. That's what he said. Tank's cousin, who I had on the panel, he said, man, Tank just got a big head. He's a small dude. Stillwater, what up? I said, okay. That's what they said. And plus, before the Lamont Roach fight, they asked Tank's camp, who do you want next? What's his name said, I want to see Tank in that Japanese kid. That's what he said. He's so about Inouye. Yeah, what up? I was like, damn, man. Inouye versus Tank at 126. It literally sells itself. Tank flatlines him, but why do y'all want that? Why do y'all want that? So how are you giving Lamont Roach, your friend, a payday? Why give Lamont Roach that payday and not your Muslim brother? You draw the line right there. Feel me? Shaquilla Fields, salute, Queen. It doesn't make sense to me. And this is what the Tank fans want. Do you find it strange that every time these Tank channels, they say something about this dude, Tank does something to make them have to clean this shit up? It's wild work, ain't it? I mean, I was confused. By round 5, I said, all right, round 5 is my round. Tank gonna get rid of him. Round 5 ended. I was like, wait a minute, what am I looking at here? Round 4, it was kind of registering around round 4, but I said, nah, snap out of it. Tank gonna get rid of this dude. And then, no. So I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening here? Then it dawned on me. Completely dawned on me. When it's an even playing field, Tank can't do shit with his competition. There's a reason why he fought 1,000,000,001 Mexicans. He looked real good to get in the Isaac Cruz fight. But here's the reality. Isaac Cruz is a one-trick pony. Yeah, I said it. Because y'all refused to. Remember what I said about you niggas being conditioned a certain way. Yeah, Mr. Shelton. Yeah, I remember. I was like, yeah, he gonna catch him. He gonna catch him. He gonna catch him. Nothing happened. After round 6, I said, uh-oh, I think I know what's going on here. Then when the fight ended, I was like, oh man, he outsmarted himself. No rehydration clause. I'm telling you, Lamont Roach came in at a 147. He was a welterweight when he fought Tank. And Tank couldn't hurt him. And Tank had proper drug testing. And Tank couldn't think himself out the box. Isaac Cruz is a one-trick pony. I said it because no one else will. And I'm happy for Isak Cruz. I'm happy for his story. He went from eating ramen noodles every night. Now he's eating steak. And I hope he has people around him that's has his best interests, and his net worth got to be in a couple of mil now. And I'm happy for him. He's coming up on a card. I think he's fighting on the undercard. Ain't he on this undercard with Shiraz and Berlanga or something? He's on the undercard coming up. He's getting work, and I appreciate that. But he's a one-trick pony. If he can't knock you around on the inside, then he can't touch you. You can outbox him. Tank did it with one hand. I do believe Tank broke his hand. And Tank used angles and kept him off balance. And he won that fight with defense. But what happens when Tank has to box with somebody? What happens when Tank... Look, listen, y'all. If Lamont Roach was too big for Tank, because Lamont Roach told Andre Ward, yo, he's too small. Now do you understand what Coach Cal was talking about? When Devin Haney's name came up and they said at what weight though? Because Devin's bigger than this dude. But I was saying, man, look, all they got to do is make the weight on at the weigh-in. If Devin can make 135 and he makes 135, we got to fight. What are we doing? Then y'all want to talk about, oh, well, he rehydrates. Man, you guys are amazing. What? Y'all know Tank will look like a punani if he put a rehydration clause on Devin. Y'all know that? And guess what? Devin's so professional. He be like, what? You want me to come in on 135 on fight night? I'll do that. That's how. When has Devin ever missed weight? I see everything you niggas say. He decided to fight Brian Norman. He got time to pull out. What has Devin ever pulled out of a fight? Yeah, I rest my case. We've seen Shakur say no. We've seen Tank say no. These three dudes on the left got data on Tank because they all fought him in sparring and beat his ass. Capital B. They beat his ass. When the fight stopped when Tank got out the ring. Now, just got some data on Brian Norman Jr. His dad was in the strong house. He said it. Yeah, we whooped Tank's ass. I said, oh, okay. Now I'm hearing that Brian beat his ass so bad. Now y'all correct me on this. Did I hear this right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Is the story that he whooped Tank's ass so bad that Tank had a camera crew with him and he told him to stop filming? Did I hear that? Or was somebody joking when they said that? Was that a joke? Or was that for real? Is that what y'all heard? Please, someone let me know. Oh, getting back to Isak Cruz while y'all cook on that. Isak Cruz is a one-trick pony. He has no other gear to his game. He can be outboxed, right? And none of you knuckle draggers called him a one-trick pony. None of you. See, he got to be black to be called a one-trick pony. And he's going to keep getting work because he couldn't be black fighting like that, have one breakout fight and look mediocre the rest of the way and still get work. He couldn't do that. That's your knuckle dragger's fault. Michael Fleming, salute. So I thought I heard somebody say that he brought a film crew or something. He's fighting with Brian Norman and sparring. And Brian started putting these beats on him. And he was like, stop filming. I'm out this bitch, man. Take these gloves off. This shit hurt. If you don't get these gloves off. See, Elijah Pierce, Brian Norman, and Devin whooped Tank's ass. And they've always been available for the smoke. Word up, and shout out to Elijah. He got some work coming up. Tank like doing favors for people he cool with, right? I never heard of Lamont Roach being cool with him until they signed the fighter. So that 4-page letter that Ego wrote to Tank with a kiss, did anybody go to his channel and be like, yo, I thought he wasn't cool with anybody in or around his weight class? Anyone go to him and just ask him about that? Oh, no, I meant except Lamont Roach. Okay, all right, dude. He fought him, and the world got confused. Now they fighting again. Y'all scared? Listen, this boxing, like I said, man. I'm detached from this. I want Lamont to win because I'm a hater. See how easy that is? I want Lamont to win because I'm a hater. I don't like Tank. I don't. Because he's a disgusting brother. Oh, why are you? I'll open up the panel too. I want a Tank hater to press me. I dare you. Be forewarned. Why you hating on Tank? Why you hating on Tank? Why you hating on Tank? Get ready to defend that. Get ready to defend that. Google haram before you come on this panel. Google haram. Google it. Yes, salute, Queen. Google haram before you come up here. Or I gotta say it like how you say haram, so you can spell it. Google it. Google it. That's what you do. And then I'm going to ask you what happened to that block he bought in Baltimore. What happened to that? So I can explain why I don't fuck with this kid. You can't explain why you fuck with him without revealing something about yourself. Uh-oh.
I'm gay. Gay, like super gay. Like one down here, one here, one here, one here gay. I thought you knew that.
Yeah. ATL Nano's boxing. My brother, what up, man? How you feel? DB, what up? I want Lamont Roach to mop the floor with this kid. I want this kid to go away and take his fans with him so I could just talk boxing. And you know, I know. Tank will go away, and maybe 2 or 3 years down the road, someone else will pop up and he'll have the same fan base, and we'll be dealing with that. Y'all do know I've been there, done that already. Y'all remember the Anthony Joshua fans? The American ones that have vanished? You remember those guys? Y'all remember them? I'm like, why y'all talking about abs and skinny legs and straight teeth? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Seriously, what's wrong with y'all? Disappeared. Proud of Baltimore, huh? I love it when you knuckle draggers trying to defend this kid, man. Because you think you're going to come up here and talk boxing with me, and I talk about something else. You can't defend it. Seen and unseen boxer, salute. So absolutely, I'm rooting for Lamont Roach. Put the nail in his coffin, man. And I wish him all the best luck in the world. I really do. But like I said, it's boxing, and Tank Davis could punch. Oh, he quiet now. He's focused. Yeah, Roy Jones was quiet after the first Tarver fight. He was quiet. I saw a picture. He grew his beard out. Hair was nappy. I said, oh, he in a dungeon. He gonna beat Tonio's ass now. Second round. I was like, oh, shit. Meant nothing. I mean, round one, he smoked Antonio Tarver. There was no part of that fight, no part of that round that he won. I said, man, 6 rounds of this, Roy gonna get him. Round two, damn. I'm just saying what happened. Just saying what happened. So they went 12. Yes, Steve L, I saw that. You know, let me park there for a second. Roy said that about Floyd a while ago. And the reason why, yo, look, man. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is an asshole, bro. He's an asshole. He is. Roy Jones Jr. took risks in his career towards the end, and you saw the result. He didn't have to fight Antonio Tarver. As a matter of fact, when he beat John Ruiz, he could have retired right there. And we'd have been stuck. You know, there'd have been a handful of people saying, well, he didn't fight Tarver. And we'd have said, well, he was heavyweight. What was he supposed to do? Drop down 25 pounds and fight Antonio Tarver? Nah. And Roy would have beat him anyway. That's what we would have been saying. We would have been saying that. MXC, salute. That's what we would have been saying. We would have never known. But he would have been able to do that, and he would have been labeled as one of the greatest of all time. I mean, Roy is still one of the greatest fighters that we've seen. You know, he kind of like, you know, tainted his career when he kept fighting a little bit. If you want to say that, that's fine. Towards the end of Floyd Mayweather's career, what made him smart is that he didn't do it. I thought he'd have beat Keith Thurman, but it'd have been a tough fight because Keith would have brought it to him. I like to have seen him fight Tim Bradley. I like to have seen him fight Kell Brook because that Kell Brook fight was there. The Amir Khan fight was there. But he gave us Andre Berto, who was already, and I say this respectfully, he was already past it career-wise. And he gave us Conor McGregor. And he robbed the bank. And I'm not such a Floyd Mayweather fan where I could just accept it. I know what he did. But, you know, respect-wise, Roy wouldn't end. He wasn't supposed to drop 25 pounds of rip to fight Antonio Tarver. But he did it. He paid the price. So Floyd controlled, but Floyd disrespected Muhammad Ali. They're not even in the same realm of boxing and as a man. So basically, as it pertains to that argument, there's a handful of people that will rock with Floyd and think that, you know, that's all cool. But on the other hand, it's a similar argument why I don't like Tank Davis. Because he's a fucking asshole. He's a fake Muslim. He's a living contradiction. He's a fucking asshole. if anybody could justify Tank Davis' behavior outside of the ring, within the guidelines of his religion, then you are everything wrong with whatever community you think you serve. I'd be hard-pressed to find one Muslim that'll justify anything Tank Davis has done and said. That shit he did with Devin, pulling up at that restaurant, that was the dumbest shit I ever seen. And the amount of knuckle draggers. When I got out of bed that morning, turned my phone on. Oh, he pressed Devin. Oh, he pressed Devin. What he gonna do? I said, what are y'all talking about? And like 30 people sent me the video, and I'm watching it like, where's the pressing? Somebody was filming. I seen the bottom of his feet. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I'm like, all right, what's he screaming at? Where's this? It's a restaurant. Okay. And then the screen cuts and Devin's at the car smiling and he's out there just making a spectacle. I'm like, all right, so what did he do? How did he son him? What are you talking about? Man, if y'all don't stop bothering me with this stupid shit, this is dumb shit. Because the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, all right, he said when he sees Devin, it's on sight. Okay, Devin's standing there. Does he throw a punch? And in my mind, I'm like, God, please don't throw a punch. If he throws a punch and hits Devin, that means he really don't want to fight him in real life. Like, when I say real life, I mean in the ring. He didn't even do that. I wasn't looking for it. I'm like, God, I hope he ain't hit him. I hope he ain't hit him. Street shit over $50 million or $25 million, whatever you was going to make to go to Saudi and punch Devin in the face. You didn't do it. Armia, what up? But he didn't even do that. Thank God. Devin got in his car and he left. So I said, where's the sunning? What are y'all talking about? Y'all don't even know. Listen, man. You kids are different. And I say this, I'm gonna sound like an old head right now. Y'all ready? I came up in the 90s, yo. All we did was roughhouse. Y'all know what roughhousing is? Me and my boys would be sitting in front of the building, and for no reason, somebody will slap somebody. We just start tussling and slap boxing. That's what we did. Bang! Ah, yo, what? And we start boxing or wrestling. That's just what we did. Then we get up off the ground and go play some ball. That's what we did. High testosterone. We were young men. That's how you get out the aggression. You know what y'all single mothers did with y'all? They gave y'all drugs. They gave y'all Ritalin and Prozac and told you to calm down and stop being a boy. And y'all painting y'all fingernails now and wearing skinny jeans. And when someone starts roasting you back around here, we call it snapping. Yo, you snapping on him. Now y'all call it roasting. Someone starts roasting you, you run and grab a gun and shoot the whole school up. Y'all are pathetic boys. Y'all are little girls. Y'all wear skirts. Homies over hoes, looking ass niggas. Years ago, the way y'all kids, I see these kids walking around now, we'd have beat every last one of y'all up. We had push-up contests, pull-up contests. Who hit the hardest? Who's the toughest dude on the block? To say you got jumped was damn near a badge of honor. Y'all was coming from a fire train, some niggas jumped me, yo. But yo, I hit one. Yo, I'm all right. Just got a little swole eye. That was a badge of honor. No 1D, someone had to jump you. So you know how I came up several times. And they didn't get off. Trust me, they didn't. You know what the time it is? You get on that 2 train, you sit down, there's 3 dudes over there, and you on the opposite side, you better not get up and leave. Oh, he's scared. What he about? Oh, he's scared. Let's see. No, you sit your ass right there and see what they're gonna do. And you lock in. You niggas shoot up a whole school off of a mama joke. Stop talking about my mama. Okay, I'm gonna talk about your daddy. That nigga you don't know? Ooh. Kids are soft. Looking at these little niggas floating around here. Feet ain't even touching the ground with your pink Nikes. Like, what is this? Pride, huh? Where is your pride? Where is your pride? I ain't talking about the pride how you know it. With that fucked off flag. Where's your real pride as a man? Fuck you talking about? We threw hands growing up. Y'all are on lean and y'all drink and smoke too much. That's why when I see these boxers coming up, they're an anomaly. I look at the Mason clan. I look at all those boys. And I'm like, you know what I see there? Y'all see the father standing there, right? Felix, what up, brother? Y'all see the father standing there, right? Case closed. Case closed. It makes sense. But Drew, what about Bud? What about him? His father's there. I don't even go as far as to say this. You think Bo Mac don't have real life discussions with Bud? That's deeper than just a trainer coach situation. I'm willing to bet him and Bud sat back and talked about life. Gone are the days where a trainer and fighter relationship is more like a father-son or a big brother at least. Those days are gone, man. Those days are gone. These niggas be looking for their shoe deal. They want to be a brand ambassador, or Nike, or some silly shit, man. Horrible. Ain't Lamont Roach father in his corner? I mean, say what you want about Auntie Schofield, but he's in his son's corner. De facto, what up? Bro, I got scars on my knuckles right now. Right now. It was just a part of life. It's just a part of life. It's just, yo. That's why I look on these YouTube channels. I know exactly who got bullied growing up. The more shit you talk on this internet, I know exactly how you grew up. I'm like, man, this dude's a pussy. He wouldn't even be in the vicinity to breathe the same air I'm breathing. Coach Malacoon. Nigga came to New York to hide in a hotel. He went to Marco's Comedy Club, though. I'm like, he can go to a comedy club. He couldn't come to the fight. He couldn't come to the weigh-in. Because when he got here, he realized everyone he talked shit about was here. Bitch ass nigga. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. Come on, man. How you 5'4" talking crazy? How you talking crazy? And listen, I knew a lot of short niggas that were tough. But you had an opportunity to talk shit to the face of everybody you talked about. Everybody from the LDBC that you talked about was here. Me, BF, Black, Blue. Everybody was here. I heard the nigga checked out the hotel. Him and 78 was in the same hotel. 78 said, all right, whatever. They had a conversation. He said, yo, buy your drink. He said, oh, no, I'm going to do something. And he ran off into Flatbush Avenue, scratching his armpits. I said, okay, well, I'll see him at the weigh-in. Nope. I said, okay, I'll see him at the fight. Nope. And ask anybody. I did laps around the Barclays looking for him. I did laps around there. He wasn't there. Goes back to Tampon, Florida, and does a meme. Anybody that takes that guy seriously, my God. My God. He is a pussy. He is one giant marketing scheme. But y'all go ahead. Y'all follow that clown. He's a fucking clown. He's a goddamn clown. I'd have respected him if he stood there and had a conversation with me. Did I say beat him up? No. Because I have questions. Y'all know me, I have questions. First question, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What the fuck did I do to you, dude? What is the matter with you, dude? Why can't you stop talking about me, dude? What is wrong with you? And why'd you stop growing at 3 apples high? Nappy Smurf? Fuck out of here, bro. My brother Cadillac Red, Supreme Beast Boxer talking in a building. Thomas, what up? Fuck out of here. I know just what it is when I see these niggas talk behind these mics. I know just what it is. I'm outside. It's nothing, bro. Thomas knows exactly what I'm talking about. He knows what it is growing up in the city in the 90s. It could go down anywhere. You just had to get down for yours. It was fight or flight. You could run. It's like, yo, okay, there's about 30 of them niggas. I'm not, no, we out. I told y'all the Brooklyn story. I had no business in Coney Island, but I'm over there chasing tail. I got the tail, but I got chased to that fucking D train. And I said, oh my God, I'm about to die. I hopped that turnstile. I never been so happy to see a police officer. Dude tackled me. I'm tired of you guys hopping the train. I said, they chasing me. He looked down the steps. They would run up the steps looking like World War Z. Crashing into each other. He pulled out his revolver. That's how long ago it was. He pulled out his revolver and they stopped. They was like, all right, big nigga, don't come back here no more. He looked at me. He said, what the fuck did you do? I said, nothing. I'm trying to go home. He said, get on this fucking train and never come back. Where do you live? I said, the Bronx. He said, what the hell are you doing all the way over here? I said, man, I came to see a girl. He said, get out of here. Go, get out of here. Making me work so hard. Got on that train for free, though.
Whoa!
Go! Man, I almost died. I almost died. There was like 30 of them. Decepticons, y'all. That was a gang in the 90s. Decepticons. Purple and gray. Y'all young. Y'all don't know what that is. Three, four, maybe 5 dudes, I might have knuckled up and just took it. You don't win them all. You getting jumped, you can't say, hey man, you know, I won. No, you won't get hit up. But basically, whenever it happened to me, I fought to the point where they stopped. Because I have hands. And I'm not a small dude. I'm tagging. Boom, boom, boom. You knock one down, they get up like, oh, yeah, don't come back. Yeah, all right. You know, I got a busted lip, you know, a little abrasion on the eye, whatever. I grew up in the box cutter era. That was the only thing. I was like, man, just don't cut me on the face, man. Just don't cut me on the face, man. Damn. I didn't mind fighting. Did y'all know one of the things I never left home with was a mouthpiece? There were times where I stop at certain stops. I'm like, all right, we got 149 Grand Concourse. This is where shit get funky. See some Fugazi niggas get on. I turn my head, go in my pocket. I wore army fatigues. I put the mouthpiece in, just in case. Don't knock my teeth out of my mouth and don't cut me. You ain't want that $150 at all. At all. These kids don't know what it's like. That's why these kids can't fight. That's why I want to see these young men in the boxing ring, and they're like 18 years old, 20 years old, and they got hands like that. I said, man, that's good to see. That's real good to see. So I could start out being real proud of these kids. Until they make me sick. Ridiculous. We threw hands. And somewhere in the late 90s, then they started shooting people. I'm like, man, what the hell? Yeah, I heard that, Mr. Shelton. I heard Michael Jackson beat up Tupac. Now, y'all might be like, well, what? Michael Jackson grew up with a bunch of brothers. You think that he didn't have fights all the time? You think he didn't have fights? He had 1 billion brothers, man. And he was like one of the youngest. Of course he fought. And the word on the industry was Tupac liked to fight, but that didn't mean he could fight. Y'all ever had one of those niggas on your block? I mean, he cool and he quick to fight, but every time he fought, he got beat up. I had one of those around my way. I ain't gonna say his name. Every time he fought, he was getting flung around and thrown, and he got beat up. I'm like, why does nigga like to fight so much? Every fight I ever saw him, sometime we was 10 years old, every fight he had, he got beat up. Everyone. He never won. He never won. I heard Tupac was like that. He liked to fight, but he couldn't fight. And I heard over Quincy Jones' daughter, he got out of line, and Michael Jackson, yes, moonwalking Michael Jackson stepped to him and draped him up. Man, if there was a social media back then, holy cow. Yeah, Black Martial Arts Society, there was, yeah. I ain't gonna go there. I don't want to take the show in that direction. But, yep. Yeah, Michael Ray, dude, he was the dude that whenever you went somewhere as a group, you tried to leave him out of it. Because wherever we went, he had the biggest mouth, he had the shortest fuse, and something break out, and he's fighting, and it's like, yo, dude, if we all got to fight, we can't rely on him because he always get beat up. This nigga had a fight on 180th Street. Ended up rolling onto the damn train tracks, and that's an elevated train station. So he could have fell onto the street. He want to fight a homeless person. They rolling on the ground. I'm like, yo! We go to try and grab them. They roll on the goddamn train tracks. I almost had a heart attack. They stand up and get back on the platform. I said, yo, bro, I am never talking to you again. What the fuck? What is wrong with you? Ridiculous. 90s was something else. I got some shit for y'all. Subscribe to the Patreon. Professor X in the building. Salute. Anyway, boxing, please. I grew up in a real era. Kids today are pussies. Straight up. I'll beat y'all up now. Fuck that. I'll be 50 this year. You niggas, y'all can't do 50 push-ups. Kids be 18 years old, walking into the gym with muffin tops and titties. You need assistance on the dip bar. You put that little weight up with the platform and you doing dips because you need assistance. You 18. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's the matter? 18. You need dip assistance? You need pull-up assistance at 18? Exactly, Coach Hudson. Can we spar? Oh my God, I got some stories. 15 seconds. They about to pass out. Yo, I saw this video, and I know it's on YouTube. I gotta grab it. Back in the day, there was a DJ somewhere. I don't know which city. Y'all might know this story. The DJ's name was Strawberry. It was a skinny white dude. He was one of those DJs for these morning shows, and people will call up and clown or whatever. Well, they had a boxing event, and it was a bunch of women versus Strawberry, the DJ. And some women lined up to fight him, and they were doing it for some concert tickets or something. Do y'all know this story? And it was like 6 girls, right? And they all lined up, and they had the headgear. And Strawberry beat the nonsense out of, like, if it was 6, he beat up 5 of them. The only girl that went back and forth with him, she so happened to be a pro fighter. And she still got beat up. And Strawberry was in there all over them. Boom, 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 boom. One girl was like obese. And he tuned her up. And she went to the corner and passed out. None of these chicks were in shape. But you know, you clown this dude on the air and everything. Shemaine, what up? You remember that? It was wild, bro. It was wild. I said, yo, they let this happen? They let this happen? It was crazy. This happened. Let me see if I can find that real quick. It happened in the 90s. It got to be on YouTube. I know I saw it. Let me see. DJ Strawberry versus girls. Let me see. I'll find it. I know it's on YouTube because I saw this. So wait a minute. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Fair use. This is it, y'all. Not gonna play no audio. This is it. Fair use. Kofa in the building. Look, 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 look. I'm not gonna play the audio. Her. Watch. Look at this. He's kicking their ass. He dragged them. Oh, man. Look, she literally turned her back. Get your ass down. You see that? Oh! Oh, what? It's all fun and games when he's in the booth and they clown him. Look, that's the big chick. He's a radio personality and he always got clowned and stuff. So they say, yo, we bet you can't beat girls. No, he kicked her ass. Look at that. Pinball in the building. Salute. Oh, man. I think this is the only chick. Well, one of those chicks was a ranked fighter or something. Yup. Yup. Please, ladies, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. At the end of the day, that's a man. And he was, let Like I said, the story was he was some DJ and he was one of those verbal punching bags on the morning show. You know, like Howard Stern, you know, that guy, Gary, Baba Booey. He gets to clowning on him sometimes, but Gary was like, yo, when I'm outside, people think they could talk to me crazy. He's like, no. I'm a fucking man. I remember, because I listened to Howard Stern for years. He's like, yeah, we was at an event. Some guy says, hey, Baba Booey, get over here. He said, what the fuck? Fuck out of here. You come here, stupid. Ain't no punk. This is just for show. So I guess that's what it was. And man, listen, those women fucked around and found out. And I think the only chick that, I don't know how many rounds it was, but she was like a pro boxer. So she didn't catch it as bad, but she still caught it. Hopefully she got the tickets. What's that you sent me, Xavier? What is this? Oh, that's what it is. Shakur versus Amelia Vargas. Okay. I'll check it later. Didn't Shakur get beat up by Devin in sparring? Didn't he quit? I'm tired. Remember that? I tell y'all. Matter of fact, didn't Devin say the first time he sparred Tank that Tank got the best of him? Didn't he say that? Your favorite fighter got beat up in sparring at some point. It happens. Guess how Muhammad Ali got ready for George Foreman? Larry Holmes was beating him up in sparring. Larry Holmes is so thorough, Muhammad Ali is so thorough that he fought him on the way out. That's something Floyd ain't do. Did Floyd fight Paulie Spadafora when he was a pro? Nope. Stop it. Boxing Fan Times 4 in that super chat salute. He says, DHP run boxing. This don't feel like a fight week. It don't, bro. Shakur is fighting this weekend. Shakur's fighting this weekend, y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all heard me, right? I said Shakur's is fighting this weekend.
Who cares?
Damn. Coach says Spawn shouldn't even be leaked or spoken about outside the gym, but that's the state of boxing exactly. These kids today. Now look, Devin just showed up for work. Everybody filmed it. These cats put money on it. Who brought up that sparring, by the way? Tank did, right? Okay, well, since you brought it up, that's what happened. He set the tone. Then Elijah, that came out. And since Tank want to be messy, we found out about the Brian Norman shit. And if I'm not mistaken, some of y'all know more than me. If I'm not mistaken, I think Brian gave it to him the worst. Because what I heard was that he beat him so bad, he said, fuck this. He got out the ring and told the people to turn the cameras off. And that's what I heard. Y'all heard something different? Let me know. So my question is, when's the rematch? When's the rematch? When's the date? If it's in the Barclays, I might want to buy tickets. I might go. I might. Wait, August 16th? I can't go. I'm be busy. Yep. Yeah, Thomas, you're right. Sparring is the new bargaining chip now. Well, this kid's is messy. Pardon me, I'm about to eat a banana. Eat bananas in the morning. Yeah, bananas is good. So let me ask y'all a question. First question is, I'll ask y'all a couple questions. Y'all think the rematch is happening? Lamont Roach versus Tank Davis. Rematch happening? I think it's happening. Y'all think it's happening? God damn, this banana's good. My next question is, who wins? Tank or Roach? Phenomenal Mexican says nope. Damon says no, it's taking too long to get announced. Phenomenal Mexican says Tank pulling out the fight. Damn. I'm trying to hold on to hope, y'all. I'm trying real hard. Yeah, Roach said Tank hasn't signed the contract. I don't know what that's about, man. He said Tank's eyes still blurry from the grease. Jesus Christ. Mac of the South says Roach. Adrian, salute. So y'all got Roach winning? I got Roach winning too. I don't know, Black Jericho. He says, why has the fight been announced? I don't know. Blue Blood said they're going to announce it after the Shakur fight this weekend coming up. I don't know why. I don't know much. Oh, Eastside Cruz on the Pac undercard? Yeah, that's why I saw it. It's fighting on the undercard. That man's getting work, man. I'm so happy for Eastside Cruz. Real talk. Has he signed the contract yet? Somebody help me out with that. How do you think Lamont Roach wins this time? Decision? I don't see it going 12 and them saying a draw this time. I don't see it. Now, I'm going to do some trolling. Where can I buy tickets? Am I really trolling by asking that? The fight's in August. It is July. What if I got some bread and I want to go buy ringside tickets? Now, first of all, do you have a little PTSD? Yo, man, last time Tank said he was fighting in the city at a center, I took off that weekend and I was going to Houston and I was just waiting for the tickets to go on sale. Next thing you know, this nigga going to Brooklyn. I don't know. Are y'all comfortable with this? I'm just asking. Toyota Center. Oh, man, when this fight gets announced, bro, I ain't even going to hold you. I'm going to do some trolling. I am. But it's all going to be within bounds, man. I'm going to put up a picture of the Toyota Center with a question mark. Which comment? He said, Tank ain't signed yet because he's waiting for Floyd to read him the... Oh, shit. Well, we'll be waiting forever. Exactly, Coach Hudson. They ain't promoting anything. You know what the illest promotion I got? Lamont Roach talked about what he gonna do to him while he was on the Stairmaster. I said, oh, we got to fight. And what did Tank do in response? Because Tank can't stay off of Twitter. Tank can't stay off of social media. He ain't even do one of his infamous talking in the dark videos, right? He hasn't done that. Todd French in that super chat salute, he says, be sure the fight's even happening. Hashtag no promotion. Exactly, brother. I don't know what's going on. What's happening, man? Tank fans, where y'all at, man? Let me know something. Maybe I want to buy a ticket. Now, I already said I got shit to do. But I'm definitely going to watch. There's replay value in this because everyone, like, a draw might as well be a loss. There's a draw on his record from a 130-pounder, man. Damn. Delano, salute. He says, good morning, Drew. Here we go with the rematch. Tank will get him. Don't worry. August 16th. That's the date? Okay. All right, it might be the date. Where can I get my tickets now?
What?
Where the tickets at? Where it's at? Delano, August 16th. Where? Barclays, Toyota Center, Staples Center. Where? Wembley? Vegas? Where at in Vegas? T-Mobile? Big Joe Townsend, salute. Shelter said his bedroom. Jesus Christ. Vegas? Where at? Which venue, brother? Help me out. Lost in the Jungle, salute. Where you been? Where at in Vegas, brother? Help me out, bro. Tell me a venue so I can look it up right now. We could do it as a family. He said the bottom of Atlantis. I'm done. Todd French back in that super chat. He said hashtag problems. Tank can't weight drain him. Too small. Yep. Yeah, Shaw, I did hit Vegas. But last year we heard Houston and we had a problem. Oh shit. You said boxlive.com. That's a venue? I know the site, but that's a venue? I'm asking where the venue is. I need prices for the seats. I need a venue. I need to be locked in because you already know what I'm going to do, right? DEW. You know what I'm going to do, right? Exactly, Joe. You already know what I'm going to do. Right? I know the date, but what's the venue, brother? What's the venue? You got to buy. Look, it's shit. Normally, when it's a star like Tank Davis, seats be like, they're supposed to go on sale months before. Maybe a month or two, maybe. You know what? Don't quote me on that. Maybe I'm wrong. But if I wanted to buy a seat right now, where am I going? If I wanted to book a hotel near the venue, Where am I going? Lost in the Jungle. Put the link to your channel in the chat. Do that, brother. Let's get you that extra 200. Let's get it. If I want to buy Tank versus Roach, what we doing? Y'all go subscribe to Lost from the Jungle. He got 809 subs right now. Let's push the brother. He got a sports channel, look like a sports channel. Let's push the brother, let's get him these 200 subs. Let's get this brother monetized and profitable. Let's do it. That's what we do here. Fuck that. He got some MMA footage up here, a lot of football. Yes, sir. I want everyone making money off this YouTube shit. There's enough money for everybody. Let's go. Go subscribe to Lost from the Jungle right now. Matter of fact, let's pin that. Let's get it. Coach Hudson, do me a favor. Put your link in the chat. Someone put Coach Hudson's link in the chat, please. Let's get it. Y'all see Shower. If y'all not subscribed to Shower, y'all are not my friend. Go subscribe to Queen Shower. Let's go. Y'all go to Mr. Shelton's page and subscribe there too. You ain't gonna learn shit, but you'll be thoroughly entertained. My nigga. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly, Lost from the Jungle. There's enough out here for all of us to get it, man. I like to build. I don't burn shit down. Y'all know Theo Coop, the Do Better podcast? I remember when that brother had like a little under 600 subs. And I don't know how I found this channel, just popped up. I was listening to him. He was doing some Kevin Samuels reviews. And I said, you know what? I like this brother. I'm going to subscribe. I remember his first live. He had a messed up camera and everything else. I said, man, yo, stay with it. Then he got monetized. I was one of the first people to send him a super chat. And boom, 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 he had a viral moment. And that brother took off. That brother now has almost 200,000 subs now. I'm so proud of Theo Coop, Do Better Squad. I was there for all of it. That's right. And he spun the block and helped Pep Talk get monetized. You see how that works? This is why you build relationships and you don't tear anything down. Feel me? This is why you build relationships. This is how you build a community. And this is something that most niggas don't know how to do. Niggas are selfish. Black people are selfless. That's how you build a community. Todd French in that super chat salute. He says Tank versus Roach live in the back of Buffalo Wild Wings. Delano said T-Mobile Arena. Yeah, Thomas, I got a problem with that too. I was just talking about that. I got a problem with that. It said T-Mobile Arena. That's where it is. Let's go to the T-Mobile Arena. T-Mobile. First of all, I can't spell this morning. T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. I'm on the site right now. I see the Mayhem Ball, by Lady Gaga. Hey, that's a tank situation right there. Lady Gaga. Disney, Descendants of Zombies. Woo. Keisha Cole. Maolai. Gray Boy. Pantera. Oh, I like that. I fucks with Pantera. G-Dragon. The Minnesota Lynx, the Chicago Sky. UFC. I don't see anything in reference to, let's search boxing, please. Let's put boxing. Okay, search. I said search. Reserves for boxing. They put up this Maolai guy playing the guitar. And Pantera came up again for boxing. Jesus Christ. Coldplay. That was 2016. Oh, okay. I don't see anything. You said Prime pay-per-view. You just said T-Mobile, brother. I'm on the T-Mobile website. Tank should be on the front. You feel me? Fernando Mexican says, live from Shigo's bedroom. Hey, probably. BoxLive.com. Okay, let me go there. Let's see what they're saying. BoxLive.com. Okay. What the fuck is this? Am I in the wrong place? No, nigga. Box Live. Okay. Okay, Box Live. Okay, schedule, results, file. Okay. All right, I need y'all to see this. I'm gonna share the screen. Where's your other channel, brother? Where's your other channel? You on the other channel? ATL, where's your other channel? Let me know. Throw you that tool. Okay. Ricky Fat Ass Hatton is coming back. I got a little video I'm doing for him. All right, this is what I'm looking at, brother. Kawhi Elliott, salute. This is what I'm looking at, brother. You said as of this morning, right? ATL, which you on my other page too? Sam Seal, salute. Oh, do me a favor. Y'all see Kofa? Go subscribe to my brother Kofa too. Growth with Kofa. Rico Savo in the building. This nigga Todd Friend said live from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles wholesale outlet. Oh, okay. I got you, brother. I got you. Take care of you. Bang, got you. All right. I'm on the page right now, Delano. Okay, let me scroll down. I'm gonna scroll down and y'all stop me. I see Ricky Fatton. I see Connor Ben right there and Jake Paul with the ladies. Taylor Serrano, Stevenson Cepeda, Shiraz Belanga. Catterall Eubank happened already. Ramirez Doticos, that happened already. Paul Chavez Jr. Chris Bellum Smith looked like John Cena. Mario Barrios, an old picture, Arthur Better BF. I'm scrolling, brother. I'm scrolling. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the page. Where am I looking? Help me out, brother. Look up coming fights. I got it. Okay. Okay, fights, schedule. Upcoming fights, that's 30 days. I see bad teeth. Okay. Bumgarner. So this is the Netflix undercard. This is Saturday, July 12th. Okay. Wednesday, July 16th. Bam Rodriguez versus Kafu. Salute to Bam. Xander Zayas versus Garcia. Puerto Rico versus Mexico. That always sells. Clarissa T-Rex Shields versus Daniels. July 30th. Okay. I'm scrolling. August 6th. Oh, here we go. Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. T-Mobile Arena, United States. Prime Video. View fight info. No, we ain't adding shit. What's the undercard looking like? So I can buy the tickets now. I can buy the tickets right now. Let me see. This is the undercard. Vargas and Castro. These niggas really think that Tank's gonna win this fight. Okay. So this is the only fight on the undercard. The fight's literally a month away. This is it. I still got a problem with this. I'm gonna tell you why. Main biker in that super chat, he says, "Nah, this can't be the face of boxing. Hard to find." Exactly, bro. Exactly. So who's buying tickets? I don't even know how to buy tickets, but here's my problem. You ready? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember that? 2018, you was around? Remember that? June 11th of 2018. Who put that out? Sports Center. Y'all remember that? Derek Gaines, salute. Yeah, they do that to me. Y'all remember this? I remember. Y'all remember when BoxRec put out that AJ was fighting Tyson Fury, and it was on BoxRec the next fight in Saudi? Remember that? It was on BoxRec. Y'all remember that? I called Tay Jones. She said, "Man, what are they talking about? We still in arbitration." What you mean? I was like, "Shit, I don't know. This is what they're saying. Look on BoxRec." He said, "Man, they lying." Y'all remember that? BoxRec put that out. AJ Fury. Y'all remember that? I remember that. Y'all remember this? Framed Fury and Anthony Joshua hand-signed official replica fight boxing shorts and gloves. This was for sale, y'all. Y'all remember that? I do. Let me move that banner so y'all can look. That's what they were selling it for. 1,199 quid. rounds, whatever the fuck. You see what I mean? Yes, sir. Y'all remember that? I remember that. See, these are court receipts. So this fight's happening next month, and this is Tank Davis, y'all. I have a hard time believing stuff, man. I really do. I really do. But whatever. So Fury and AJ, and I guess the Saudis lied. Sports Center lied. Tank lied. Remember, it was supposed to be in the goddamn Toyota Center. That was a lie. Maury Povich is making the whole goddamn shows on it. In their case, so Tank Davis fighting at the Toyota Center. The lie detector determined that that was a lie. Oh! Niggas went to goddamn Houston. Shit was in the Barclays. So I don't know. We'll see. T-Mobile, right? All right. We'll see. Hope they telling the truth. Hope they telling the truth. Because I got Roach. Now here's a funny part. I want y'all to think about this. Let's say the bell rings, Roach gets in there, in the first round, Tank knocks his head off. Fun. Great. You know what my question is, right? What's next? What you got next? You see, Tank fans, there's nowhere for you to go. There's nowhere for you to go. There's nowhere for you to go at all. Thank you, Shawa. You need to retire, bro. If he gives you guys Jake Paul, man, you guys are suckers. If he's not fighting Shakur or the winner of Devin and Brian Norman, then he just needs to pack it up. You dummies accept Jake Paul, I swear to God. Donald says, I got tanked by knockout and still won't give it to him. What do you mean? If he knocks him out, he knocks him out. He was supposed to do that in the first place. I got Roach by unanimous decision this time. But be warned. I'm not like attached to this either way. I don't care. I don't care. But I'm letting y'all know right now, Tank fans, Tank cannot lose this fight. I normally do post-fight videos and I just go to bed. If Tank Davis loses this fight, y'all better hope he knocks Lamont Roach out. Y'all better hope, because I'm just going to say what happens. The crazy thing is, if he doesn't, Lamont wins, I'm going live, y'all. I'm going live. In the event that the unthinkable happens and Tank loses bad, he gets dropped and it's just ridiculous how he loses. He gets dropped and then makes it to 12 and it's a wash, like 2 or 3 10-8 rounds or some stupid shit. Or if he gets slept, I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna be able to monetize that video. The rant that I am going to go on that Sunday morning is going to be unlike anything you've ever seen. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to just say, yo, you know what? I'm ending this stream and just pick it up on Patreon. Because whole time I'm just going to be saying what happens. You cats still got Lamont Roach losing this fight? Okay, man. There was nothing in that fight that I saw that made me say, yeah, man, Tank wasn't
fully in it all the way, whatever. No. Tank made no adjustments. And he was totally healthy. He's in there fighting with his corner. He's talking about greases in his eye. He's taking knees. No, that was Tank. And Roach said it right. He said, man, that dude is not as mentally tough as he put out. We all know that. And you know what? He's not the first person to say that. Devin said that. Roach said that. Elijah Pierce said that. And now the latest, Brian Norman put the beats on him. And he said it. But y'all ride with y'all guys. If you're a Tank hater, if you're a Tank fanatic, if Tank loses, do not come to my live stream. If Tank wins, I'm just going to do a little 10-minute video about what happened, and I'm going to give him his respect. I ain't got no problem. If this monkey loses, if you're a Tank protector, do not pull up on my live, because you're going to be on suicide watch. I'm going to spin the monkey video like 20 times. It's going to be crazy. Your man better win. Your man better win. Freedom's March, salute. My time's up. I got things to do today. Salute to y'all, man. And salute to y'all for supporting everybody that has channels. Coach Hudson, Shawa, Lost from the Jungle. For real. And go subscribe to my brother Freedom's March. That's another brother that be cooking. And salute, man. And salute to everybody in Venmo, Zelda, Cash App, Super Chat. I'll be back tomorrow. It is Monkey Tuesday tomorrow. And got a lot to go in on. I think the general should be on. And yeah. Salute to all the brothers that put pause on Tank and they ain't flabbergasted by the bullshit. And shout out to Lamar Roach. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.